Alright, I'm live. What's up? Welcome back, guys. New here. What's good, Eric? Appreciate you pulling up to the stream, my man. Alright, welcome in, everybody. Crazy markets. Let's get it going here. Hey, you know, he's up here. Neo's up here. He's trapped up here. I'll put him down. No, he's not. Yo, Joel, Angela, Nick. Well, yo, I'm always in a trade, bro. I'm always in a trade. Usually always in a trade, most of the time. All right. Quite the reversal on NQ, man. Did we get struck? Did I hear that right? Or is that hoopla? Let's see, is Trader Hub active? Let's see. Do we have a base in Qatar that Iran struck? Do we have a base? Do we have a base station in Qatar? That's kind of what I'm getting from it. Yo, what's good, Sid, David? Welcome back, everybody. U.S. air traffic takes off from Saudi Arabia Air Base. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. This is crazy, man, isn't it? Crazy markets. Yeah, quite the reversal on NQ. Quite the range today. I mean, this is... $250 points to the overnight highs. Seems like taking a trade right now would be a little ballsy, to say the least. I think there's probably active... It seems like there's active strikes going on. There was attack on U.S. military base in Qatar. I imagine we respond to that pretty quickly, I would think. Air defense system activated. Wow. Markets don't really... I mean, it's hard to say markets seem phased by this. They don't seem phased by this. We have a really nice range here. Session highs up above 950s. If we could pull back into that, could even see new session highs off of that. Retest of this previous range. Nice, you're live on Top Step? Yeah, I'm live on Top Step. Yeah, I told y'all in the Discord I was supposed to go on Top Step TV tomorrow. But they had to reschedule. Or like they were supposed to send me stuff to like fill out. And I didn't get any emails from them. So hopefully sometime this week. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Market's fighting higher right now. Missiles flying, markets flying. How you get a live account? Well, the sure way to get a live account is just to take 5 payouts on one XFA, then you have a live account. That's the most sure way to get a live account. So that's what I did. $200-point rally. It's incredible. Incredible. What are the pros and cons of having one? Pros, daily payouts, uncapped payouts. Cons, I would say, probably the risk parameters you have to trade around. But other than that, it's not that bad. Not bad, not bad. I'm gonna go to the 5-minute. I would love to see a trade back into this previous range here. I mean, this just looks awesome. We got a V-shaped reaction after taking overnight lows. V-shaped reaction. Strong push out and above VWAP, puts in a higher low, and now we're back into this range. I would love to see this push into this 960s, 970s. Can we get a pullback is the question. Looks good. Look how I'm not accepting the pullback earlier. Oh, the pullback long or this one? Are you talking about this pullback? That was a pretty wild pullback. Yeah, sorry to hear that, brother. That sucks. That sucks. But now we're back. Now we're back off VWAP. It looks good. I would love to see a push into the 960s, 970s, like a 30-point play. I'll probably stop it if we break 900s. Right now, it's just too high for an entry, though. I'd have to wait for a pullback. Hey, what's good, Pandal? How you doing? We'll see if we can get into a long looking for the session highs pretty much. I would like to stop it. It's 80 points upside. I would like to stop it if we can't hold above this low wick 870. I would like to look at that. Let me go. This is the 5-minute. Let me go see what kind of structure we had at that 870 level. Yeah. Consolidation, break, retest, and then push. So if we don't hold 870s, probably don't want it. Breaks into new highs. I would love to see this come down and put in support at 900. Might just run here, though. It's only 20 points off the session highs, 20, 30 points into the lows of the session highs, low of the range. Man, the fact that the market is holding these levels after all this news about bombs, and yeah, I mean, I will say one thing, man. Whenever you have bad news, the market typically isn't gonna, you know what I mean? It's just, it would be too easy, right? Can we get like Fox News up in here? Let me see. Start pushing up the first warning of missiles. You would think, well, you would think, I mean, yeah, but yeah, you would think, but I mean, economically, it's not bad. You're right, this is the market here, so like economically, it's not really the worst thing. I mean, look, if we all get nuked anyways, bro, you can't take it with you. Might as well buy the indexes. Looking like he's gonna take the highs. It sure does. I would love to get into it. I just need an entry. Just bleeding up right now. See if I can buy the first presented dip here. Oil selling off is interesting, yeah. Well, the thing is, man, the things that seem obvious sometimes are just not the play. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes the things that seem so obvious are just not the play. Yeah, if you're up today, bro, with all this chaos, yeah, I would lock out too. I would. You looking for long? I am. I want to see this long back into really 22,200. That's session highs. At the moment, there's no entry. I guess I could have taken it off support on that wick. Yeah, just incredible. Incredible reversal off that low. Incredible. We're into previous range support at the lows of that, right? So could base out 40, 50. How about that run up yesterday night, though? We have like a 500-600 point recovery off the lows. Off the gap down. What's your target here? I would like to see if I can get into it session highs. 22,000, but I mean, at the moment, I'm not going to say it hasn't given us centuries. There's been plenty of opportunity, but I can't find anything at the moment to get in long. And I have bad luck. I have bad luck buying up here usually in situations like that. There's 980. Yeah, dude, I've had some bad practices today, Jason. I'm with you, bro. I was like $100 like last night, I think I was trying to trade gold because gold was down like 500 ticks. I was looking for a reversal play on gold. Went in with some size. I almost got my daily loss limit. I mean, I was $100 off of hitting my daily loss limit. Like, very close. Very close. I would say it was luck. I would say it was luck. I think it was like one or two ticks off a hidden daily loss limit. I mean, if this thing just runs here, then you want to be getting in on 70s, on the 40s. Shit, if we got in at 40s on this retest of support, we could have already been up 20, 30 points. $250-point reversal. 90-point higher low on the 15-minute. Look at that, 980s. Iran coordinated the attacks on the U.S. airbase at Qatar with Qatari officials and gave advance notice that attacks were coming. Really? How fast is the reaction time for the U.S.? Like, how fast do we... Oh, look at that. We're hitting 22. There it is, 22. So we're into the session highs. Yeah, it just ran. I mean, I didn't really feel like there was a valuable pullback to buy. So, but yeah, there it goes. Session highs. America. Well, we could have gotten in at 40s and taken 50, 60 points in a couple of minutes. There it goes. Who's trading New York session? Shout it? Nah, hell nah. Hell nah. That's one thing I would not suggest. Oh. Yeah, that was that's interesting. So they struck an airbase in Qatar. They struck a US base in Qatar, but they warned Qatar beforehand. Man, this market is so strong right now. Wow. Yo, this market is on it. Incredible. Look at this on the 15-minute. This is just legendary. Incredible. Breaks through the highs. We talked about it. Just didn't really feel like there was a dip to get in on. This would have been the one right here, the 40s, I guess. Now on the grab liquidity above high days, they're short. I don't know. I really wouldn't want to. It's such a strong move right now. And we're clearing levels on the hourly as well. Overnight highs cleared, but also levels on the hourly are getting cleared. We have a range here. Another 100-point range to take. I guess what, Friday's highs? Wow, still moving. Okay, the next highs is 22 150s this can run to. Don't be like, it's not that, brother. It's that I don't want to show a number that I didn't take trading on live, you know? Like if I didn't trade it live, I don't really want to flex a number like that. You know what I mean? It's actually the opposite of how you think. Like I'm not gonna flex a number if I didn't take it live. There's no point in doing that. Three-bar reversal at 54. For a man down the road, hell, my hands are getting cold. This winter's really got a grip on me. I mean, sentiment just here is so overwhelmingly bullish. It's even hard. I know we're 300 points higher, and there's potential to maybe take sells up here, but it's just hard to step in front of that. Very difficult. Ripping. She's the reason I started it all, Lord. She's praying on my downfall, hoping I'll never make it out of this town. Yeah, dude, I was supposed to go on Top Step tomorrow. She won't leave me alone. Most evenings all I do is sit at home, think about the girl I done right or wrong. She's got my heart tied in a knot. Will I make it out? No, probably not. All I got left to do is sit here and drink. Another lonely night down at the bar. 'Cause I'm getting into fights and I'm falling hard. Maxed out one more credit card. What's this life worth living for? I'm going to jail, I can't pay my bail. Jack and Coke. Look at this massive engulfing on the daily. Chat, look at this massive engulfing on the daily. I mean, that is... Look at the range here. 500 points. And it swept the liquidity on the daily as well. This looks really good. How many points back into the highs on the daily? 200 give or take, 200 points. Can we go clear another 200 points this session? I don't know. I don't see why not. Probably won't happen, but yeah, just a crazy strong market. Buy the missile. That's a crazy daily candle, really. Should I add it? Should I add it every $1,000? Take pullback for the last hour? I don't really think we're going to get too much of a pullback here. I could be wrong, though. Could be wrong. If we're breaking a new high 60s, 70s, I might try a small sell just to kind of play rebalance. Look for like a retest of support at 20s, 30s, but right now this market's very strong. Yeah, I'd like to see a wick out below. This 15-minute candle didn't open with a wick. Opens flat, pushes into the 60s. Wick would be out at the gap here at 22,015. If I got into a short 60s, 70s, if I start to see some exhaustion in there, I'll maybe take a stab at it short for a sell back into like 20s here. For a retest of previous resistance. It isn't going to be super heavy though, because this market is very, very strong right now. I mean, it's damn near going vertical. It's damn near going vertical. Try like a very, very small short. Maybe 10 micros. Stop it out if it breaks back through 22,100. First things first, we gotta get the fill. Better live or express? Probably express, just because of the scalability and the copy trading and all that. Probably express. Can I even get in? I don't want to rush into this, but I'm gonna. Okay, I'm in 10 micros. I'll stop it if we break through mid 80s here. I'm looking for a sell back into 2220s. See how quick this can move here. Should be quick move here. I didn't really want to miss the entry, you know. Crazy though, isn't it? Crazy session here. Crazy last night. I mean, everything's just been crazy. It's crazy. I think we've cleared. I think we've had like 500-point swings a couple times over. I traded one 50K account. I did, but I had one 50K and one 150K, which is, I know that's like a weird combo, but that's what I had. And I only had two that I copy traded. That's what I had. Up 700 on the day. Dude, you know what, man? Today has been... I don't know if you say good or bad. It's just been crazy. So, I mean, I feel like if you're up today, you did pretty good. You know, you did pretty good. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Trying to decide if I want to add another... That might be your pin, 78. I added. I'm gonna pull the risk. I mean, risk is the same now. So if that high doesn't hold, we'll get stopped out. Looks pretty heavy now. Little pin at 78. We'll see. $15 minutes starting to leave a wick out above the 60s. It's a nice push in the low 60s. Can see 50s here. That should fade through 60. There's the flip red. There's the flip red. Can we get it into 40s, 30s? Can we take a recent low? This is when it starts to turn into price action. Like, you have the levels that you trade and you're looking for point A to point B, but this is where it's more so like price action, really. Like, I'm watching. Wow, look at that wick spawn. A fucking wick spawned at 40. What the fuck? Come on now. I'm going to go break even just because it is so volatile right now. And if it's going to dump, it should be off the sweep of the highs. And now it's legging into the 40s. Once again, we said 40s, 30s, 20s. 30s is the recent low. It's come down with a decent bit of weight. Hopefully we don't get V-shaped. Cross your fingers. Nice. There's 36. Probably typically would start to cover here as we pull into support. Just because it is threatening to, you know, push into Friday's highs as well. I covered 5. I still think we see it at least under 29 in the short term here, at least on this leg down. Now, whether it gets dip bot, I'm not sure. There's a gap fill at 15 as well. Fairly confident we can fade it through 30s here. There's a gap fill down here in the 15s. Need to see a lower high get pinned here in the 50s. We might get V-shaped. It's a very strong market, so I'm not gonna be too mad if I do get V-shaped. I understand that can happen. I mean, this thing is a ripping. Well, I don't know. I'm on the tick chart. That might have something to do with that wick. I'm on the tick chart. This looks good to crack 30s at least. Do we get a test of 22,000 would be the question. I'm not looking for too much. I mean, I know this market's very strong. But pushing into these equal lows looks really good here. Lower high confirmation at 54. This is about where you'd want to see this loose 30s. Already locked in like $150, $200 on 5 cons. Still need to see 36 break. It's respecting support at the moment. 36. Don't love that. I'm gonna give it a chance though. This looks good. This structure looks good. This structure looks good for a break of the equal lows at 30. But we're break even, so we'll see. No news. Trump admin was aware in advance of Iran's attack. What the hell? Trump's admin was aware in advance of Iran's attack. Interesting. I want to know your name. Hey man, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Run the likes up. Y'all like the new thumbnail or what? We'll see, man. This should fade off at 50s. Shoulda, coulda though. It is strong as hell. That's for sure. We locked in like 20 points with 5 micros. Rest is at break even. I'm not gonna go red on this trade. I just don't feel like it. Nice. Nice. Yeah, you know what? Something I've been trying to work on is just being super patient and getting these really, either if you're short and high entries or if you're long and low entries, like those really premium entries. And we might get stopped here, but like since the entry's so high, I can go break even a little quicker after we get that initial reaction and then just see, right? But NQ's still looking pretty strong. Yeah, all you can do is try and see, right? I still kind of think we take 30s, but not before it has to take me out of it, of course. think I may do better in a 150K. Why do you think that? Well, how many contracts do you use usually? Any news? Any news? Iran told the U.S. via 2 diplomatic channels hours ahead of attack. Really? Why the fuck would they do that? Why would they tell us? That's interesting. That is very interesting. That's very interesting. It's told to that U.S. airbase. Wow. I don't see the point in doing that. Like, by the way, we're gonna do this. We're not bluffing. It's a nice rejection at 82. Why is oil dumping? I have no idea, man. Maybe because it seems like such an obvious short that it's just not going to play out that way. I don't know. I do not know. Man, we have no bottom wicks on. I mean, this is like, it's first of all, it's hard to get long on that when you have no bottom wicks being created. Like, literally no bottom wicks. The candle's open. They maybe have one tick of drawdown, and then they go up. They open, this one, no drawdown. As soon as this 15-minute open, no drawdown up. This one at the moment has no wick. It may form here as we're seeing some exhaustion, but, like, that's difficult, right? Difficult to get in. I mean, maybe if you're using a tick chart like me, you could find a couple entries there, but, I mean, there's no wicks on the 15 minutes at all. Up 13.20 on gold for the day. Dude, gold is, hey, I have no, like, I don't know what the hell gold's up to. I mean, I was like, I took a couple trades on it long last night because, I mean, this was down 500 ticks. So I was trying to take this reversal, but God, it was excruciating trying to, like, sit in this shit, you know? And then, like, oh God, it's tricky. Like, it has a run up to 34, then it pretty much loses the entire move, and then it's all the way back up, all the way, just tricky. That's a tricky market. I will say that. It's a tricky market for me. Yellow micro is so paranoid about hitting max loss that I get scared out of holding. Hard, yeah, okay, yeah, no, it seems like... Well, you're probably using too much size, but yeah, 150K could... It's the same activation fee, man, at the end of the day, and you do get more drawdown, which is better when you get it into the funded stage. More drawdown's always better, so you're talking about, you know, another Benjamin. Another $100 for maybe that mental, maybe that, you know, put you in the right headspace, not having to worry about such little drawdown. Could be something that could work. Yeah, appreciate goodness, appreciate you, Justice. Wow, so I'm sure we'll strike it. Iran again tonight, at least tonight. I'm sure, probably quicker, sooner and later. Trump is monitoring potential. Hold on. Trump is monitoring potential Iranian retaliation against multiple U.S. bases in the region, in addition to Qatar. including Bahrain and Iraq. Iraq closes airspace. I mean, hell's breaking loose right now. Hell is breaking loose right now. You know what I mean? It's probably best nobody trades right now, to be completely honest, but the market's open, damn it. Okay, push it in the 50s. Is this finally a sell into the 30s, 20s? I'll try it. I'm gonna stop it out above the shelf at like 77. Entry could be better. It could be much better, but we'll see if this attempts to push into 30s, 20s. Like a little one-to-one trade. Hell is breaking loose right now. Yo, what's good, Space? How you doing? Yeah, that should have been my entry. If we reject here, lower high, 64 is a better entry in hindsight. In hindsight. All right, let's see. I'm looking for a break into the 30s here. Haven't filled any of this range here in the 20s either on the 15 minute. There's no wick, no anything. We just haven't filled in that range. All right, there's 50s trying to break. Little wick. So many coming into today. Short buys, but not thinking just how many defensive tech stocks. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, there's that, then there's just the obvious, like, bad news just doesn't get sold usually. That's just how it is. It would be too easy, right? It'd be too easy. Nice with you. Still unfilled on the tick chart. Still unfilled gap in the 15s. Some wickage going on in the 70s. See if it holds. You'd want to see a retest of the previous resistance. So 20s is pretty much where you're looking to take that if it sells. What you doing? Okay. What are you doing? Oh yeah. Okay. Broke 50s. This looks like a decent little sell into the 30s, 20s. That's where I want to see it. 40s with weight. That's nice right there. That is nice. 37 is the current low. I need to keep pushing. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. Equal lows, 37, trying to bounce. Hey, I'm new. Can you break up what your strategy? Trade market structure and chart patterns, price action, things like that. There's a million different words for it, but market structure, candlestick, and chart patterns. Just take high probability trades. Under 35 add? No. Like add short? I never add short into when it's moving in my direction or long. I never do that. You're more likely to catch me adding when it's going against me than adding when it's finally. You know what I mean? But that does work for some people. I've never really done that. And I don't really plan to. Still holds support at 30s right now. I wonder if we just form range here and hold the lows. I mean, it would make sense. We're what, 300 points higher? 300 points higher. Green on the day finally took session highs. Market psychology, where it's so easy to add into a short and go against adding into a winning trade. I mean, I'll add into a winning trade, but it's usually never on the short side, and it's usually never within Q. I guess what I was saying, I mean, I guess I have added into trades, but it's never usually on shorts. I will say that it's never usually on shorts. Just because, I mean, I just know how violent NQ can be. I guess that's not true. I have added into positions long, but it's very rare. But I definitely don't do it short. I don't think I've ever done it short, to be honest. More flat than anything right now. Stuck in like a 40-point range. And sells on NQ just very small. I mean, I wanted to see a crack at 30s. This is going to start to become a time thing, though. Like, if we don't start to see some kind of reversal off these highs, I'm probably just going to cut it. The longer we sit in this range, probably the more bullish it becomes, just accumulating more buys. I'm starting to put it on a shot clock, though, I think. Fresh 15-minute opens. Yeah, hourly did close pretty good. She's more sideways than anything, chat. More sideways than anything. Might have to put her on a shot clock. Might have to put her on a shot clock. Final attempt to break 50s. If we don't start to get some follow through, I'll probably look to cut it. Two hours till market close. Yeah, the longer this sits in this range with that really, really strong hourly candle backing it, I just start to dislike it more and more. If we can make the reversal, great, but it's got to start to happen now. I don't want to see this consolidate for another 15 minutes, flag out, if that makes sense. Gold, but I've not been doing well trading gold after like the morning move. Just usually goes flat on me. Just too rangy right now. Too rangy right now. Probably get ran here. Or not. Imagine. 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 That's a nice recovery back into the 70s. It instantly bought back up. For real. Just too high for me, I think, to continue to try to take longs on it. So try this sellout. I mean, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. No big deal. That's why we're in 5 micros. Trying to counter trend it a little bit. But yeah, just flagging out after a massive reversal off the low day. I stopped out of that. No interruption. Okay. I guess the next move is to wait for us to strike Iran again. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Now I want to try it again. Yeah, I'm going to. Never mind. Oh, it took me out, then dumps back into the 60s. Bro, it's tricky for real. Missiles got intercepted. Yeah, okay. No, that makes sense. They have pretty good air defense. Yeah, no wonder, because fucking Iran's telling Qatar ahead of time that they're going to shoot missiles. So they're like, okay, we'll be prepared to shoot those down. I don't understand. I don't understand. Say, okay, we're going to shoot the missiles at noon if you want to have your defense systems ready to go. No U.S. casualties reported after Iran attack. No casualties. It's a nice rejection, 74. I'm gonna get in for the sell through 65 right here. Stop it if we reclaim 80s. Scalp through 65 into the 50s, 40s. Nice hammer on the 5-minute as well. No casualties. One confirmed hit. Oh, no casualties. Zero casualties. Okay, 62. I want to see it into the 50s here. I start to cover and go break even. Wick 62 is tough. Kind of trying to trade the range a little bit here. Like, if we can stack a range, sell the highs, buy the lows, sell the highs, buy the lows, I'm totally cool with that. That seems like the most likely, because we did just have a 300-point reversal. We're right above session highs. A range here makes sense. If you can identify it early enough, right? What do y'all say? Y'all say this is identifying a range early or late? I feel like it's pretty early. It only made one low, came up, put in... starting to see it like exhaustion at the highs. I don't think this is too late to identify a range, to be honest. If it does hold as a range, that is. I'd say it's pretty quick. You can't wait for Top Step to open its own brokerage. Why do you want that? Yeah, Asian session's been good. I prefer it too, I think. I think I prefer to trade Asian session too. I think I can actually say that. I think I prefer to trade Asia session. It is sometimes just so much cleaner. There's a lot of fat in the New York session. A lot of fat. A lot of fuckery. Yeah. Added on that little pop 73 if we reject. Trade live every day? Yeah, pretty much, man. Pretty much. Getting killed right now. I think this market probably just bleeds into the close, bleeds up into the close. Can't even get 10, 20 points off the highs. Early market open? I've never ever traded it in my life. I've never ever traded it. Just way too quick. Okay, there's the crack. You want to see this loose 60s here. Nice lower high. Hard selling at 80s. This needs to crack 60s now. It's hard to short this market, I'll tell you that much. It's very hard. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. It's hard out here if I will pimp. How do you trade Asia session? You just got to go into it knowing it's going to be a slower mover and maybe don't expect as big moves, but it's usually pretty clean. Yeah, market open's tough, dude. I've never traded it, mainly because it just didn't fit into my schedule, but I also know that it's just chaos. Total chaos. Wow, we can't even take a fucking low. I mean, we cannot even take a low. Can't even manipulate under a low here. Such a strong market. Such a strong market. Wow. Wow. Wow, we didn't get stopped. By the grace of God. This has to break 60s here. That's insane. That's insane. Come on, 60s. Do your thing. Do your thing. This thing's just ripping 10, 15 points high, low, high, low. But can't break out of this range that I'm in. I've got a short on the lower half of it. All right, 60s. All right, 60s. Here we go, bub. We want to see this range get filled into the 40s. Wow, quick knee jerk 58, Prince 62, almost immediately. Oh, ooh, wow. This market can get scary quick. It's like the way it reacts right there. Pop, pop, 64, pop, pop. This should get pretty restricted buying off the 50 test. If it gets too crazy, I'll have to start trimming. This should kind of fade hard into 40s. At least. Probably go break. I know I've been doing this too much, dude, but it's like once you get that initial reaction, more or less the move should come after that, right? Like, man, yeah, sometimes the market will put in the low, come take you out, then move, but it's like more or less like this should kind of be where we sell. More or less. At least to fill the range into the 40s. But we'll see. Shit, I really do like to go break even, and if I have a short, I'd like to go break even quicker because this market is very strong. We all know that, right? All right, we might get the breakthrough 50s here. Without indicators? Oh, dude, you know what? I use VWAP, but yeah, you're right. It's not here. I think I keep putting it on and then it takes it off. I don't know. I usually use VWAP. Hey, good. Be good. Wow, we're really just gonna pin this 56 and not break, huh? That is so tough. That's tough right there. Market's too rangy. I guess we did miss most. I guess I came on a little late. I came on right as we were finishing up that hourly really, but I mean we got on here and it's just kind of flaggy. Kind of flaggy. You not interested in Bookmap? I don't want to pay for data for it. Like, I think it's crazy. I think if I'm paying for Bookmap, they should give me the data. I'm not going to pay for, like, some moon balls and then also have to pay for the data on top of it, whenever I already have to pay Top Step $300 a month for data. I think it's silly. I think it's stupid. For moon balls that I'm probably not even going to look at. I'm not going to pay another $60, $70 a month for data for it. It's silly. Oh, you're talking about watch it on YouTube? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I don't know. I try, like, I think I pay for it, but I'm not gonna buy data for that. That's just silly. That should totally be included. Totally should be included. Yeah, Tops. It's excited to see you on Top Step TV. Yeah, we were talking about that. We have to reschedule because they're supposed to send me something to fill out, and they never did. Hopefully, sometime this week. I have to wait for the guy to send me something to fill out. I don't know. So apparently we're not going on tomorrow. Hopefully sometime this week. I don't know. I could try to take another sell here, but it just feels like... Doesn't feel like FOMO, but it just feels a little useless to try to... To try to trade anything right now feels a little useless. Tell me why you tried shorting here. I mean, we are in a range. We just haven't filled out the lows of the range on this move. So, yeah, we're in a range. I'll try to short it for sure. For sure. If we're respecting highs and not getting, you know, aggressive breakouts, then yeah, I'll try to short it. but we just never got back to the lows of the range. That doesn't mean it can't here, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't think Top Step has a book map, man. If they do, let me know where. I don't think they do. Top Step have book map? I don't think so, man. Like where? I don't know. I don't think they do. Maybe book map? I don't see anything. They have like level 2, but they don't have book map. Closest thing would be the Dom. But no, they don't have book map. Crazy run up. You guys think we can see some continuation of the 350 points? You think we can see some continuation, like a break? It depends how we close, obviously. But maybe Asia session, you look for its continuation longs, maybe. Right? I have it downloaded and signed in on the book map app. What? That's crazy. I don't know. But it's not a component of like this actual software though, is it? Trump doesn't want military engagement in the Middle East. Well, no, yeah, of course. No Iranian missiles appear to have hit the U.S. airbase in Qatar. No connection. Yeah, man, I want to go on Top Step tomorrow. They said they have to reschedule because like they were supposed to send me an email and I had to fill stuff out, but I never got an email. I don't know. I guess I'll go tomorrow or the next. I don't know. I don't know. Shit. Hopefully it's not too long from now. Do you buy the flag for another breakthrough high day into the close is the question. Because we're obviously not getting any follow through the downside. Strong flag. Strong flag, nice tight range, 15-minute. I really want to see a retest to the low 20s. A retest of the previous resistance is what I wanted to see, but it's you can't even get 30, 40 points of downside right here. It's just strong. Just nice high and tight accumulation at the moment. We do have a level at 150 to take. It's another 100 points. It's not too far. It's not too far. Friday's highs is 22,150. You look at flag patterns? Yeah, I mean, that's what I say when I talk about market structure. Like, I just talking about stuff like this. Like this, clean engulfing, took overnight lows, 300-point move. The range here is really nice and tight, so there isn't too many sellers, so that's nice. Broke out through high of day, so now NQ's green. Friday's highs are here. They're within reach. Nice tight range up here, just strong accumulation. Looks decent. Of course, now we had a sell here for a sell back to the lows of the range, and now it plays out, but it took me out break even. That's one thing when I'm trading the range. I go break even, and like you can get taken out break even, and it still goes and fills in the low of the range, and you're still like you still would have been fine, but yeah, I don't know. All right, 2 break-even trades so far today. I don't think I've lost, so I think we just had 2 break-even trades so far. Maybe 1 loser. But I also took some out, so I think we're pretty much break-even. I think I took a partial out of the first trade of the session. Second trade was a loser, 10, 15-point loser, break-even. I think we're pretty much break-even. Why do I look so short? What's going on? Are you using Tradeify? Not at the moment. All right, Indy equal lows at 40s. I'd love to see this 15-minute come down, leave a wick at like 20s, and then take back off. If you can take it long into the close. We got about an hour and a half till the close. I want to get long for like a run into the close. 150 is Friday's highs. Like 150s is Friday's highs. Beautiful reversal, V-shaped recovery. Range is starting to tighten up. Hour and a half till close. was the last song. Use me, Zach Top.
He said, I don't know your story. I just know you look lonely.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying to take this into the Friday high, which is pretty much up at 150. I really would love to see a better entry on it, though. To you. Maybe just for tonight. Here we go. We might have something open up here. I might try to eye up like 100 points, 100 point NQ long here if I can, with probably 20-30 points of downside risk. Step one, I want to see a sweep of these lows. Like, I want to see this into 20s. This 15-minute candle's looking pretty weak. DBT raise your profit target up by 3K. Oh, did you make too much on the... Did you go over the consistency rule? That's what it sounds like. I just want to break and retest to these low sprints. Like 30s, I want to see break, leave a wick, and then pull back. Pull back into the 40s, 50s. And then I just want to get break even if I can. Like ideally that, and then see if we can run into Friday's highs into the close. That would be the ideal trade setup for me right now. A break and retest, break and reclaim, because it would need to get back out above 40. And then just run 100 points to the Friday high. That would be the method there. That would be the method. Iran has a necessary rationality to begin diplomacy after punishing the aggressor. They seek negotiations. Iran will continue its retaliation in response to the U.S. attacks. Those two just contradicted, I feel like. This is the first pullback just after a massive rally. I mean, we had this first low, but from then until now, and it's several hundred points, we haven't really had a great pullback. Just a flag. Well, if I didn't lock out when I was supposed to. Oh, man. That's tough, brother. At least you're not red, man. Could be worse, right? Could be worse. Could be worse, you know? Creepy crawling markets right here. I will see a dip and rip here. But take the lows, reclaim, and then run into Friday's highs. Right here, 22,150. It's a nice flag so far. Can we take out 35 here? Can we take out 35 here? That Trader's Hub thing's actually coming in handy. Just get up and leave. Come on, give me something. This 50-minute flips red on the break of 40. Yeah, I'm starting to become a buyer under these lows here for a rally into the close. As long as we don't get too much of this rally back here, we can start to find some buyers into the 30s, 20s. This can still run to Friday's highs. It is very doable too. It's only like 30% of the rally we've had. It's 100 points. Not that difficult. Not that difficult. 39's getting a nice bid. Wow. Wow, is that gonna hold? What in the hell? What are you making, baby? No, you're good. All right. Pop finna buy. Pop finna buy this dip. Me a buyer. Me a buyer. Me a buyer. Where's True VWAP at? VWAP's all the way at 900. That's never gonna. We're never gonna see that, surely, right? That would be horrible. That would not be good to see VWAP here into the close. Oh. That would suck. Just being patient, wait for these lows to take. Then I'll get in. Then I'll get in. Gotta be patient.
I've been fighting for this feeling. I've been waiting patiently for someone to put the brakes on my leaving till it left me. Then you showed up, got it done. Now here we are, and I'll never run. As long as you're mine tomorrow, all my todays belong.
Give me the break of 30, please. Break of 30, I buy. 100%. Break of 30s, I buy. Bro, it's true though. You know what's funny? I titled it. I guess I was titling it while we were rallying. But shit did rally on World War III news. 400 points. 400 points. I was up 160, then ended up hitting my daily dude, you have a $200 daily loss limit? Respect. Oh, that's respect right there. I'm not gonna lie. If you could deal with that and not tilt out, hell yeah, bro. Respect. And are we not gonna take 35 here? I'm gonna be so patient. I'm pretty confident we will. And then I'll take the dip and rip. I'll take the dip and rip play into Friday's highs. This is just really good. I mean, it's a V-shaped recovery. Broke through session highs, no real issues. Needs to kind of hold on the retest, but apart from that, nice engulfing on the hourly. It's flagging. Nice tight accumulation. Friday's highs are up at 22,150. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. So I'll take the first presented dip out below 30s, 20s, and look for it to run into the close. Could close between levels. Could close between levels. But I think this likely runs into the 150s. Or at least attempts. Any upcoming payouts? No, I don't have any payouts on the horizon. I'm just building this live account. But trying to run up on the leaderboard a little bit on the live account. Yeah, no, dude. If you can, you know, a $200 daily loss limit. Wow, I mean, you're probably trading one micro. I'm assuming you're trading like 1 or 2 micros. Any more than that, and you're gonna be shooting yourself in the foot a lot of the times. cutting yourself short sometimes, you know? Just the volatility. You probably can't deal with the volatility at 3, 4, 5 micros, huh?
Can't trust anyone. I was so sure what I needed was more. Tried to shoot out the sun. The days when we raced, we flew off the
1 and 2. Yeah, that's respect, bro. A lot of traders can't do that. Like, a lot of traders cannot do that. I don't know if I could do that. That's admirable for sure. Having the discipline to just trade 1 to 2 micros. Trade 1 to 2 micros and copy trade 1 to 2 micros on a couple accounts, bro? Yeah. Hell yeah. You can make hundreds of dollars with 1 micro. I think I think 50 points on 1 micro is what, like $100, $70, $200, somewhere like 1 micro on NQ micro, 50 points. 50 points is a pretty decent move. You can make like $100 with 1 micro. $100 a day, man. $100 a day is, you know what I mean? Most people work for just a little bit more than that all day. Yeah, there you go. Hey, bro. Listen, the fact that you have a daily loss limit, admirable. And listen, I'm with you because I have a daily loss limit too. Most of the time when we hit those, it's because you're using too much size. I almost hit mine today. I'd say I got a little bit lucky not to hit it, but sometimes you need a little bit of luck in trading. Not all the time. You don't want to rely on it, but sometimes you get lucky and it's a good thing. That's all I'm saying. Aiming for $200 days? Yeah, that's about right, bro. One tick is 50 cents. There's 4 ticks in a point. So $2, 50 points. Yeah, 50 points. $2 a point. $100. 1 micro, $100, 50 points. Like, for example, if I got 1 micro long at 40 and I took it off at 90, that's $100. If I took a long here with 1 micro and this ran to 90 and I took it off, it's $100. You know what I mean? It's good. It's really good. And you copy trade that across 4 or 5 accounts, it's $500 right there with 1 micro. Yeah, it does. Sure does. Sure does add up. That's the hardest part, though, is staying disciplined and saying, okay, I'm only going to trade 1 micro. And not looking at 1 micro in like kind of like a way where it's like, oh, you're just a micro. Like, let me throw a quick scalp on with like a shitty entry. It's just a micro. What are we're risking what, a couple, but like once you start, if you can keep out of that mindset, and you always fall into that, or at least I do sometimes. Or it's like, oh, it's a micro. Okay, it's kind of going against me, but it still looks deep. Let me add in another micro. It's just a micro. 2 micros, big deal. Okay, it's 3 micros. We're not even trading half of a mini. 4 micros. Add again 5 micros. The next thing you know, like a 10-point move is $200 loser, and then it's daily loss limit. You know, you gotta have a certain level of respect for the micro. You gotta nurture the micro. You gotta care for the micro. Yeah, the daily loss limit triggers if it's unrealized. I mean, it'd be pointless for a daily loss limit to trigger after it's realized. I mean, it wouldn't be pointless, but it just, yeah, it unrealized. Okay, this is kind of where I start eyeing up a potential long here. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see this come down below the lows of this range, leave a wick, and then reclaim 30s, 40s. And then I want to see bullish price action into the close. In the next hour, I want to see this try to run into Friday's highs. That's what I would like to see this attempt. So I'm kind of start to eye up what this looks like out under these 30s. Stop. There's no apparent stop. There just hasn't been a lot of structure up into this level. So stop, I would probably just float a stop at like 22,000, a key level 22,000. But we need to, at first we need to even try to get into a long. So we'll see. I'm gonna start to eye it up a little bit. You only trade micros? Not really. I try to. At the core of it all, I try to just trade 15 micros max, but that doesn't always happen. But I mean, I don't. You know what I mean? I try to stick to 15 micros, but I'm just like everybody else. You know, it's not always the case. I try to have NQ and GC blocked. But I mean, I do try to stick to 15 micros, yes. Do I break that rule sometimes? Yes. I think it's inevitable that you'll break rules as a trader. Like, it's just inevitable that it's gonna happen sometimes. I think just trying to limit it, you know, you can still stay alive if you just try to limit it. You know what I mean? Like if every day you show up and you do shit you're not supposed to do, yeah, you're not gonna make it. If you do shit you're not supposed to do, like every once in a while, you might be okay if you're a decent trader. But you know. Okay, we're into the 20s. I kind of want to start to see this pick up a bid. Let's see. We got about an hour to close. $3K, nice, bro, nice, very good. Congrats. Today was a crazy day, man. It's the start of the week. Just dip your toes. It's just tough. It's not. I mean, I don't know. It's just a crazy day. It's a crazy day. Crazy last night. Crazy this morning. If you survived all of that, hats off. Hats off. Shit was insane. All right, we're catching a bit off 23. I don't want to see this fade off too hard, but I still want to see it like into the low 20. I want to see it break at 20s. I want to feel like I'm getting a premium entry on this, to be honest. Yeah, gold's just been a fucking nightmare. God, gold has been so... It's been very difficult, and the price action's been miserable. You take a dip buy on it, and you are just so uncertain because it doesn't give you like an initial reaction. It's like you're gonna wait and see, and it's just tricky, man. Gold's been really tough. Trade London or Asia. I trade both. I mean, I trade anytime there's a setup. I'll trade. I usually don't stay up too late in London. I was up late last night though, trying to trade. Last night was a battle. So much stacked. The stacked lows here look like they want to get taken. I think I'll be patient for the dip buy. Come on, NQ. NQ's just dead right now. But hour till close. Hour till close. Hour till close.
And he kind of looked away. The other said, before we go, I gotta know one thing. Between the droughts and the floods through all the years, what in the world got you through?
All right, let's see. This is where I want to start eyeing up along for a rally into the close, possible rally into the close. I think the structure calls for it. Looks great. V shape, strong engulfings on the hourly, broke high a day. Nice range. This is why I want to see this leave a wick and then reclaim the range. So I need this back into the 30s, 40s. And then if we can pick up some bullish price action, it would be a potential run into Friday's high, which we're only 50 points off of high days, 50 points off of Friday's high session highs. Kind of needs to hold 22. This is probably a low I would be comfortable putting risk at, 192. We have a shelf here at 192. Which I don't even think you could see it on the 5-minute, but it's there. 192, yeah. Pretty much here. That's fade territory, right? If we don't hold 190s, that starts to look like a fade, like a strong fade off.
Look, he told you last week and the week before that. This land is not for sale. Go inside, Dad.
Low and slow. 20s may hold, just doesn't. I want to see like a little wick and reclaim. I don't want to see this slow bleed into the 20s and then reversal. That's. All right, 1 hour till close. 1 hour till close. I want to be so patient that I just don't get the trade, but just not a good entry for me right now. Nice low forming on the 5-minute. War price action is kind of clean. It's kind of clean. This was a really clean move. Like, this was a really clean move. Trying to figure out if I want to take the risk of trying to get long on it. Yeah. No, dude, options are not it. Unless you're like already rich and you can just sell premiums. It's just not it. I never could trade options without throwing all of it into one trade. And it's just so easy to lose it. Go 0% or lose 100% of it. Wow, I mean, this is the low. Fuck. I mean, this just wasn't like a convincing, you know what I mean? That just bidless and then it just rips. That's okay. Yeah. There it goes. I didn't get into the entry that I wanted to get in on, and to no fault of my own. That just wasn't a convincing. I mean, literally, it was dead weight, no volume, and then now it's a 50-point rip to the upside. It's hard to get in there. It doesn't look great, and then all of a sudden we're back into the highs. Oh well. I mean, you obviously want to get in there. I was talking about getting in there for the past 20 minutes. Volume just kind of snuck up on you. It's hard to get in that. Hard to get in that. Yep, that's tricky. That's what I was looking for, but this just wasn't convincing me. Just the 20 test wasn't convincing me. But yeah, that looks good. Do I want to get long on it up here? I would be open to maybe very like smaller size. I wouldn't use the 15 micros I was thinking about using, because we're already missing out on 40, 50 points of it. Little wick, actually, 70s. Try a buy stop next time so you jump in on the bounce. Were you talking about like a limit order somewhere in here? It's a decent little run up to 70s, but now fading off. Doesn't look great. Okay, getting interesting. Rejection at 70. Buy limit order? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't... I don't know. Maybe it's because I would rather manually just get in, I think, than just have an order. And that first initial move back into the range is shot down, 72. Rejecting. It's 43 hold. Still 30 points off the lows. Or sorry, 25 points. And 25 points. We reject forced peace. Iranian defensive minister. ES got the high, but NQ didn't. Yeah, that's. I think ES usually takes those highs. There's a potential entry here at the 40s. I just don't want to kick myself if I'm wrong. I don't like how much of this rally we gave back. I really don't. Like 30 points off that. Oh shit. Hold on. I think I'll wait for a fresh low. I'll go fishing for like a fresh low if we can get it. I still need it under 20. I'm still looking to take Friday's session highs at 150, but now we're like 50 minutes till close. Needs to kind of find it slow here. I think I might try it, honestly. I think I'll just try it with that. It stops out at the first low. Let's see. I want to see it hold 40s. Maybe I'll average into a position also. Okay, I'm getting filled in here a little bit. I'm just trying to start to build a position. If we don't start to hold 22,000 going into the close, I'll probably cut it off. Let's see if I can start to get in a long position here. Looking for high day, then if we can get some continuation, Friday session highs. Alrighty. Stars are robin on the springtime windows seal. That was a beautiful rally into the close. We pretty much held this range. This looks good to at least attempt high session highs. Session highs 90s. Can we reach into pretty much 22-100? You like to see 22-100.
Mill worker houses lined up in a row. Another
45 minutes till the close.
morning glow.
You're looking for about 70 points on NQ. Very doable. Very doable. Especially with this nice flag backing it.
Gospel gun, wild and quiet prayer. The smell of dinner on the ground fills up the morning air. Ain't nothing sweeter.
If we get a strong move in the close, maybe just hold it
I can almost
and let it, you know what I mean?
oh Lord forgive
It's looking good.
when we're down. Another sacred Sunday in the South, alright. A ragged rebel flag flies high above it all, popping in the wind like an angry cannonball. Now the whole of history are cold and still. They still smell the powder burn, and they probably always will. And on the old town square, under the barbershop pole, they set me up in the chair when I was 4 years old. I can almost hear my papa saying, "Won't you hold still, son? Stop squirming around." Another southern Sundays.
And you make 7.5K trading only micros? No, I was trading some minis. But you could. It could be done. You just have to get a couple trades in. A couple of really good trades.
Almost hear the old folks say you'll make it.
Could be done.
One day you'll leave this town. Some other lazy Sunday you'll be back around, alright. I can feel the evening sun go down, and all the lights in the houses one by one go out. Softly in the distance, nothing stirs about, and the night is filled with the sound of a whippoorwill. On a Sunday in the South, alright. Just another Sunday.
Do I want to add here? Do I want to add here?
Just another Sunday.
I added 5 more.
Sacred Sunday
I'm wondering if I should have had my stop at 22 flat. I think wicks out below 20s doesn't necessarily mean this is bearish. I wonder if I should have had my stop at 22 flat. We'll find out, I guess.
Never been a cool hand, Luke, the quarterback of the winning team, or the guy with the right kind of punchlines everybody wants to be. I never was at a lucky
We're gonna pass top step evals.
flush in his hand. Oh, but with
Yeah, dude. No, there's like bad luck with some of them. Like I had bad lucks with. I have good luck passing some prop firm evals, and then bad luck when they're funded. But yeah, no, there's like bad luck for sure in some of them. Like Tradeify for me on day 5, I always seem to do something stupid on day 5 of Straighteify to Tradeify accounts. There's bad luck out there. What about the 5-minute?
strong as a note, soft like leather, high as a pine and light as a feather. The same old boy, but a whole lot better. Whenever you're holding my hand, I used to poke fun at them punch drunk lovers. I never thought I'd be that man. Oh, but with
I think I'm playing the stop a little too tight. I think it could manipulate under 20s and not necessarily be bearish. Maybe I should have had it at 20. I wonder if I should have had it at just 22 flats. I wonder.
I've always been a do it my way drifter. Another highway, another town. Never thought about that little white house with a porch all the way around. Yeah, I never saw me on a swing talking sweet, talking dreams. But I'll be damned with you. I am strong as a note, soft like leather, high as a pine and light as a feather. The same old boy, but a whole lot better. Whenever you're holding my hand, I used to poke fun at them punch drunk lovers. I never thought I'd be that man. Oh, baby, with you,
I would hate to get stopped out and miss the end of day rally if we do get it. And I think we will get it, because we are holding this range nicely. We'll see. We might take 20s and stop me out. I don't think these markets are ready to free fall. But that might just be the risk of playing the stop too tight. We'll have to find out. Might have to find out. Yeah, I can only have the live account. I think he's talking about somebody in the chat, though. I mean, it's not a bad idea to have like 1 or 2 prop firms, you know, at least. No, you can't get any more accounts once you have a live account. Just one. I think Tradeify will give you a couple live accounts. Oof, that moment when your long entry starts to become resistance is frustrating, bro. The long entry starts to become resistance. The long entry becomes resistance. Y'all know how that feels, right? Never fun. These hoes need digging. What's the point of being able to get 4 accounts and copy trade them? You can like multiply your payouts. So like instead of taking 5K max payout out of 1 account, you can take 5K out of 4 accounts, or 5 accounts, and just like double the fun logic, I guess. Double the fun. All right, let's see if we can pick up the volume into the close here. We have 40 minutes. All right, well, once again, another wick on the 5-minute. Just need to see some follow through on the upside. That's really all it comes down to. Session highs is another 50 points. Nice run through 40s. We might have one here. Fingers crossed. When's the last time we had a nice rally into the close? Like, when's the last time we had a nice rally into the close? I know we're on the brink of World War III here, but like, when is the last time we had a nice, clean rally? I've never seen such a nice structure to potentially rally into the close. Friday session highs up there, 100 points higher. Beautiful V shape, engulfing on the hourly. Took session highs, took overnight lows. It's just everything here that you'd want to see. Nice tight flag. It just needs to kind of hold the low and make that second leg up now. The structure permits it. It just needs to make its move and not bullshit with us. Yeah, there's some prop firms that don't have Project X, which is an L. Can you explain why you went long here? Hopefully that just explained it to you. We've let it build some structures, putting in support at 20. So as long as that holds, I can get in long with a 10, 15 point stop, pretty tight risk. And if I'm looking for, session highs is 50 points. So we're looking for at least 50, 60 points of upside. If we can clear that and get a nice breakaway rally into the close, I want to see it go take Friday's high, which is another 100 points higher. So it just really comes down to, it's a high probability setup for me if it plays out. But having an idea and having NQ execute that idea are two different things, right? They're not always one and the same. You can take this 7K tonight if you want. I could. Yeah, I could. Food's here. What, girl? Yeah, no, I'm gonna come down there with you. I'm about to get off, hopefully. Yeah, Chad, I was gonna go on Top Step, man, but I have to wait for them to send me like a thing to fill out. I said I would still like to come on tomorrow if I can get it filled out tonight. We'll see. NQ usually just executes me. Yeah, NQ just beheads me on a regular basis. On a regular basis, NQ beheads me. Beheads me. Beheads me. At some point in the 5-minute, you start to see structure that you want to see kind of hold and confirm that this is going to move off of support. And if I can see something like that, like a push through 60s, I would love to go break even. I know I go break even all the time, and I sometimes shoot myself in the foot just not giving it enough space, and sometimes it retests my entry then goes. But Into the close, volatility can start to pick up. It's either going to break away here through the highs or get a nice little swing and move into my entry again. So yeah, probably gotta go break even. Yeah. I think about it. I weigh the pros and cons. Yeah, I'm gonna go break even. It's a bad habit of mine. A very bad habit of mine. Hey. Yeah, if I lock in profit right now, we're up 8K on the day. We're up 8K on the day if I lock in profit. That doesn't matter, damn it. It matters a little bit, but it doesn't matter enough. What matters is that I have plan based on market structure and sentiment that this runs into the high of day into the close. That's what matters. Damn it. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it is. Get break even in this market. See, it's also a see profit, take profit market. So, I mean, there's a good chance I'm up $400. Don't take anything out of this trade and get stop break even. There's a good chance that can happen. There's a good chance that could happen. This market does like to have some pretty crazy swings and take a lot of entries out before it runs. What'd you get, neat? Ooh.
Everyone seems a damn genius lately.
It's a thing, you know. Let's see. Let's see if my luck is lucky. Feeling lucky, punk? Let's see if my luck is lucking. I'm minute flipping green. Wick off 48. You really want to see this go run into the highs here into the close. I don't remember the last time NQ's had a nice rally into the close. I'm sure it was more recent than I remember, but I don't remember last time we've had a nice rally into the close. We've had a lot of sell-offs into the close recently, actually. Huh? Are you still live? Yeah, I'm waiting for it. I got copyright. I'm waiting for it to come back on. We're back! Told y'all. Told y'all. No, guys. Hang around till the close, bro. Hang around till the close. This is make or break. This is make or break right here. We're either rich or nothing. This is make or break. Make or break. Make or break. Make or break. Loving me something the way I am. We need the 60s to break. We need the 60s to break, damn it. Why'd the markets rally when Iran attacked the United States? Just because it doesn't make sense is exactly the reason. That's exactly the reason it rallied. Because it doesn't make sense. That is the exact reason we rally. 25 minutes till the close. Am I going to regret not taking this trade off? I don't think so. I trust. I trust. Me trust the trade. Me trust the trade. Muy trust. So everybody besides me knew that it didn't matter. I don't think a lot of people. I think a lot of people are in the same. I think a lot of people didn't. Yeah, it's. I think a lot of people probably expected markets to be red, but markets are a very backwards game. If anything ever seems too obvious to you, it's probably could be right sometimes, but you got to think every opportunity that they can put a thought in your mind that seems like very obvious, then maybe it does the exact opposite. Well, chat, we might. I mean, we might not get it here. We might not get it here. Pray for me. Pray for me. No follow through into the close so far. Can still hold 40s, but I get in, get break even, see if it can do it. Get in, get break even, see if it can do it. That's my thing. Get in, get break even, see if it can do it. What do you have in mind for TB? I wanted to see it break through session highs, but right now this looks kind of like shitty. I don't even know if we'll be in here for another couple minutes. We might get stopped out here in a sec. Oh, we were at 500. I didn't take a single cent out of this trade. I've been doing that a lot recently. But I mean, this wasn't the trade. This wasn't the trade. This into the session highs was the trade, not this. This was not the trade. So in hindsight, yeah, take it off and you make some money, but it's not my trade. I mean, if there was ever a day to get a rally into the close, it's today. I hate red candles when I'm long, for real. I know. Red candles. Every red candle that prints looks like it's about to kill the trade. We're hanging out so close to the entry. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. We've got 20 minutes till the close. We're operating with very tight margins. I mean, this either holds and runs, or I mean, you guys know. We'll see. We'll see. We're in the trade. It needs to kind of pull off 40s, get back into the 60s, 70s. Then we can start to be clean and clear to the highs. But boy, is it excruciating watching this right now. Might just chop around. If it keeps chopping around but still holds higher, then maybe I'll just try again. I'm gonna probably try longs in Asia tonight. We might get stopped out right here. Ugly price action. Do I want to add some? It would pull the entry up, and I'd have to stop it out if we break 44. Okay, stops are even tighter now. It either runs here or we're done. It either runs here or we're out of the trade. As simple as that. It either runs here or we're out of the trade. Likely going to be out of the trade here. Horrible. Horrible. All right. No follow through, man. This stream has pretty much been, I think we hopped on like right about here is where we hopped on. It's just been chopped this whole time. I wanted to see if this could run into the highs into the close. I still think it has potential, but I'm not gonna go red on it. I'm not gonna go red on it. Back to, I don't think it's going anywhere, to be honest with you. I think it'll probably continue flagging, and then maybe an Asia session, if maybe Iran and U.S. tension seems, I guess, moderate or not as fearful, then maybe it'll take another leg up through 22,100. Shit, maybe it takes the leg up right now, but I'm not about to go red on this shit. Like, I'm just not about to go red on this trade. All right. Sorry that there wasn't a better stream for y'all. It took a couple trades, nothing really, just break even on everything pretty much. Just trading this range, get an entry, getting break even, getting taken out, just boring snooze fest. All right, y'all. I will be back on later. I'm gonna go eat and chill out.